Was good, ladies and gents? Today we got a live reaction to CashualChuck's SB19 story series. Yes, sir, indeed. I have seen most of these, but that was like 2 years ago. So I don't think I've ever seen the Kings episode. And CashualChuck is also dropping a new episode in like 2 days. So I figured I'd go through like a little binge again, just rewatch them all, and check them all out again, so I get caught up. I think like I said, I've seen them, so I know probably a little bit of most of what's gonna happen in the beginning, but why not just get a refresher anyway? And yeah, how we doing, chat? We're not going to talk about the loss. That's why I got the glasses on. I'm covering the tears. Basically, I just did a stream, and the stream ended very sadly. So we're just, we're gonna get this inspiring story. The story of success. Because I failed last stream hard. So we're gonna get this story to success and get us through it. And yeah. So we got let me see. We got 6 episodes. The 7th is coming out soon. Story of Ticket. Chat, we're moving on from last stream, all right? We're moving on. I'm guessing this stream will have a lot more people watch afterwards, like after the stream's over. This is basically a video, so we're just going to get straight to it.
When you hear the words pop music and the best boy band, who comes to mind?
T-Hubs.
What if I told you that the most overlooked boy group in our generation might be these guys?
You know what's crazy though? They low-key are the best now. I can't even think of anyone like bigger.
In the last 6 years, these guys turned a small Korean entertainment company into a company that produced the greatest P-pop group ever.
Oh, ever!
Proud of SB19.
And you don't accomplish that without making a few enemies.
K-pop. Lima pala sila. K-pop pangit.
Some of them coming from unexpected places.
Pinoy ba daw? Parang may ginaya rin.
But behind the group are 5 driven men who were about to transform what was once a laughingstock genre in music into the fastest growing genre of the world.
Ever since we had this goal, and not just for us, but for the entire industry.
Feeling ko hindi pa natin nakukuha yung recognition na dapat para sa
Is this Fast Talk?
Disbanding before they even debuted.
They were on Fast Talk. It's tough.
All hope is lost parang nung time na yun.
Becoming in.
And I think CashualChuck's new episode that's coming out in 2 days, I think it's potentially going to be titled Paving the Way. What the? I didn't mean to pause on this. It's going to be potentially called Paving the Way, and I think that, realistically, SB19 truly has paved the way for P-pop.
Industry outcasts and getting bashed by their own countrymen.
Sana magkaroon tayo ng grupo na hindi naman mga kataasan ng tangos ng ilong. Para talagang original.
Oo.
The rise of SB19 may not be the greatest Filipino success story ever.
Maganda kasi yung revenge kasi talaga yung success na ipapakita mo sa mga hindi naniniwala.
Tama yan.
But it certainly is the most inspiring one.
1, 2, 3! Let's go! Soundbreak remake. Okay, I was gonna wonder, cause it's episode 1, but it came out 4 months ago. I've never seen this episode. Wait, what? Okay, that's what I was confused, cause I was like, bro, I remember watching this like 2 years ago, but so he just remade episode 1. It looks like. I fuck with that. Bro, Isaiah, that's crazy. Okay. Alright, for anyone that's going to be confused on why the chat is roasting me, I got the wrong tickets. I didn't get sound check for a concert coming near me soon. For a Bini concert coming near me. And so that's why the the stream was sad, and now everyone is still talking about it. Chat, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. It's a sad life.
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history. That member was Jong Song-han.
Yo, gang gang.
It all started when he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur. Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans thought that Songhan's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called ShowBT Entertainment.
Let's go.
Today we know him as Tatang Robin.
Wow, hello!
2015. The fight of the century just happened. One Direction's Drag Me Down was all over the radio, and Big Bang was the biggest K-pop boy group, while P-pop has top one project. Chances are, you have never heard of them. But somewhere in Makati, Philippines,
Life was actually completely different in 2015. I didn't even know who Big Bang was. I didn't even know who they were until last year. But like, dang.
Audition was held.
Completely different.
Tatang Robin was looking for young talents who would be part of the package of their service as an event organizers. Talents who can perform on their own but can also serve as backup dancers and singers to their main performers. One of the main attractions of the SATA audition was if you're good enough, you might just debut as a member of ShowBT's first ever P-pop group to undergo a Korean-style training.
Let's go.
Filipinos don't get opportunities like that so often, so hundreds of talents applied, but only 30 made it as trainees. They were initially called the ShowBT, but only...
Yo, is that Snell? Hold up. Can we spot? That look like Pablo. That look like Josh. I don't know if I can see anyone else.
30 made it as trainees. They were initially called the ShowBT Musical Gala Team, but then later dubbed as Nara, which in Korean means country and also happens to be the national tree of the Philippines. If you're a fan who is deep into the P-pop scene, you would recognize some of the future P-pop stars, but one of the most notable ones is this guy. On the first day of training, one guy stood out because he was just alone standing awkwardly in the corner.
Nung una, ang weird niya po, nagsasalita mag-isa.
He was facing the wall and making hand gestures as if he was rapping in front of it.
Nakatayo siya sa gilid. Biglang gaganon. Sabi ko, anong ginagawa na? Nagre-ritual ba ito sa gilid?
That guy was John Paulo Nasa.
No way. Yeah,
He
separate
always
stream,
wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also as a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. In training, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to help provide for his family.
Dang.
He was selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability. Some of my sources even said that he had already written dozens of songs at this time.
True.
He's also a badass rapper and was often called a genius but consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He was known as Sejin at the time but later would be known as Pablo. 30 trainees are a lot of trainees. It would take a very observant person with an eye for talent to notice Pablo in that corner. So who was that observant person with an eye for talent? Well, he was also a trainee. Stelvester Ahero.
Let's go.
He was only a kid when he started competing as a performer. As a dancer, he racked up win after win on a national level with his school crew and became their official choreographer, teaching crewmates 2 to 3 years older than him. He later joined a dance crew called Seon and went on to win international titles. Stel
3K.
obviously worked so hard. Amidst his studies and competitions, he also worked part-time as a McDonald's service crew and teaching dance to kids with special needs. There was a point that he worked too hard that he wound up in the hospital. His poor health caused him to lose his earnings and nearly his life. Fortunately, he was able to recover. This made him the obvious choice to become the choreographer of the group. But little did they know that dancing wasn't his only talent. As a kid, he joined the school choir to become the only male soprano.
Is that me? Chat, wait, what the hell? Is that me, chat? Yo, why I got a cameo in CashualChuck's video? I never even knew, bro. Let's go!
As a kid, he joined the school choir to become the only male soprano and only improved as he gotten older. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just...
He
Game of
tough!
Thrones King's Road is now available for both PC and mobile with Google.
out of this world.
Valid.
Unlike Pablo, Stel was very friendly to everyone. In fact, one of his closest friends also auditioned and made it as a trainee. This friend is nothing to be trifled with because having the worst upbringing among the others made him the strongest when it comes down to pure guts and determination.
Josh?
Josh
Oh, they were
Santos.
friends.
He left home at the age of 16 and it was his decision. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. I'm talking about getting poured candle wax all over their body. At an early age, he
Jeez.
experienced what it felt like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. They get evicted from medium-sized apartments to increasingly smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat with rice but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would even get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he decided to leave to become independent and started
Josh,
working
bro.
as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system to attain his high school degree. He initially had no background in performing. Not until he found Stel performing with his dance group called Seon. Josh became an instant fan, and when they connected, Stel became his mentor, which led to them becoming co-members, and they went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia.
Let's
They even
go.
met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. So from champions to trainees, what else is in store for them?
Ken is kind of aura farming right now, and they haven't even mentioned him yet. They haven't mentioned Justin either. Them two are aura farming right now.
From then on,
We're halfway
their
through.
lives became all about performing in small events and training.
We had one mentor when we were training. Tapos, more on personality development siya. Tapos, presenting ourselves on stage.
We had no idea that the Korean-style training they went through
It's far, far from what they've been doing sa Korea.
was nothing but a mere marketing strategy.
But yung skill-wise, parang we were left on our own.
Interesting. What?
They were left alone to fend for themselves, sharing knowledge to improve each other with the hope of making the cut. Some sources told me that Pablo had to record some of their vocal sessions to effectively coach his co-trainees.
Wow.
All of that without salary. This went on for roughly a couple of years, and I don't know about you guys, but this for me sounded kind of brutal.
What?
It's not easy to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again without any form of guidance. They were also kept in the dark about their debut date. So frustration started brewing until it reached the point when it only took one trigger to call it quits. On one seemingly normal training day, all trainees were already in the studio, except for Josh. On the same morning, the train broke down.
Nasira MRT during that time. Nasira yung MRT.
Sinuspindi ang operasyon ng MRT dahil sa power outage.
It wasn't really an accident, but this would still worry anyone, especially the trainees, because it's highly unusual for Josh to miss training. Later that morning, Josh arrived. His co-trainees felt relief because Josh turned out to be safe. You would think that their company would react the same way, right? Wrong. They decided to terminate his training.
Na-late ako, tapos tinanggal ako.
That was the trigger.
Doon tinanggal po ako, nag-quit din yung mga grupo ko. Nag-quit din sila
W!
kasi parang naging trigger na point na kung tatanggalin mo si Josh.
Umalis kami sa grupo.
Ganun mo lang kadali itapon yung lahat ng efforts,
W!
passion, tsaka dreams namin.
Show BT had two choices: to keep all trainees or to keep no trainees. The company chose the latter.
Oh.
I have to finish writing
Bro,
this paper.
ads!
I'm swamped.
Just get Grammarly. It's free.
Can it help with...
Bro, hold up, chat. I'm turning off my ads, bro. Or I'm not... I can't turn them off completely, but I can freaking make them low. Because if I'm getting ads, that means you guys are getting these ads plus my ads. So I'm gonna help y'all out and turn down my ads a little bit. That's actually crazy. They just... Oh, except for Stell. Bro, what? So these dudes were just... Basically just playing on a fucking playground for years with no actual coach or guidance. Okay.
Everyone left except for Stell.
Parang si Stell lang yung naiwan po nun talaga sa training room. Tapos talagang down na down lahat.
Si Stell natira kasi doon during that time.
Stell set aside all his frustration and remained focused on his goal, while Pablo was devastated.
All hope is lost parang nung time na yun.
In Josh's case, we can only imagine the pain he must have felt to have been booted out of his dreams. Days passed.
And they're like kind of older at this point. Like they're like my age at this point, to be honest, or maybe like a little bit younger. But they're like fully fledged adults at this point. It's not like they're teenagers and have like a lot of options. It's like they gotta get shit going now.
I'm still feeling down about that incident. Then Pablo's phone receives a message.
Brother, walik ka na, brother.
It was Josh.
W!
Of all the trainees, the guy that got sent packing was the same guy who actively convinced everyone to continue chasing their dreams. Perhaps this was the sheer guts and determination from his life experiences.
Oh, 1999.
Pablo hurried back to the studio to find Stell. Alone. But not for long. Josh came back next and took the initiative to convince the company to have them back.
Pumunta lang po ako doon at syempre kung kinakailangan na makiusap.
So back to training, they went.
Let's go.
There was only 3 of them for a while. Then a few other trainees started coming back. So Show BT put together a talent workshop to get more talents to keep the business going. This was batch 1. This was batch 2.
Target locked.
Okay.
Justin de Dios. He got scouted right away because he was a very good-looking guy and already was a decent singer and dancer. When he joined, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar. As do you.
Apparently, Josh told Justin about the workshop because the two already had a stint performing together in a dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
That's crazy.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. That group is nowhere to be found today. Justin obviously deserved better. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a filmmaking skill that would prove very crucial to their success in the future. With Justin on board, this completed their prototype boy group. It's composed of Justin, Pablo, Stel, Josh, Zeno, Kurt, and JP. They did multiple...
No Ken still. Intriguing. This man is still aura farming. I'm very interested because I feel like he probably just pops out of nowhere. I don't know if he had like any connections with these guys yet.
Test runs leading up to their entry to Pinoy K-Pop Star 2017. They performed B-Day by Icon in an epic fashion, but they didn't win. At this point, Show BT seemed to have hit a roadblock. The group felt like something was missing. I don't exactly know what happened to Zeno, Kurt, and JP. They either quit or Show BT felt the need to let go of them and get someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level. The extraordinary level. This year's in the making project of Show BT needed to reach its peak. So they started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Oh, so he does have connection. He did have a connection! Josh is him!
The guy he was talking about was a pain in his butt because their groups have clashed multiple times in their early dance competitions and their battles were always neck and neck. That guy's name was Philip John Suson. He was such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody taught him how to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later then fixed it as he learned more. He was also a gifted singer as a kid. Every time there was a family gathering, he was always forced to sing karaoke by his relatives. But when he hit puberty, he lost confidence in his voice because he could no longer hit high notes. But his confidence came back after being mentored by Pablo, who taught him how to harness his unique low voice that seemingly sounds like it came from the underworld.
Let's go.
When it comes to dance, he didn't know he could do it until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intramurals. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to join the dance group called Amigo 7, a would-be rival of Josh and Stel's crew, Seyon.
This is crazy.
It quickly became a reverse if you can't beat them, then join them kind of deal.
Okay.
So Josh recruited Ken.
Bro, it's
but
Kevin
there was
Durant.
a problem. He was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin didn't make it in his first audition, so he almost didn't try again until Josh told him to do so. And Ken wouldn't even have the opportunity to join if the Show BT trainees didn't come back after that quitting incident. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event. Or as Google would put it, the phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines country code digits, 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. If you subtract both numbers, you also get the same result. SB doesn't only mean Show BT. It is also about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this phrase: Soundbreak.
Tough! That's tough. Yeah, I've seen this guy in his chat too. That's tough. That's tough. All right. So this was a remake for episode 1. Let's go to episode 2.
This may be the last ad you ever see. Because with the free ad block extension from...
This one is an older vid, but he didn't remake it, so it's probably exactly what he wants it to be, or good enough. What's up, kinda cool?
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Just a quick correction to episode 1, Josh didn't only recruit Ken but also Justin. Josh told Justin about the workshop, which gave him the opportunity to become a show BT trainee. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Get in the zone! Wait.
Everyone has that one thing that makes them feel good about themselves. Like they're in control. Everything else could be going completely haywire.
Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo yan? Talagang style yan?
Like the world is completely falling apart around you.
Dang.
Minsan na makita ng tao kung gaano kami naghihirap.
But when you're doing that one thing, life is wonderful. And that makes everything worth it.
It's a big ass cake. The zone. Auto zone.
몬테로 씨, 검사 결과가 나왔습니다.
임신인가요?
아니요, 임신은 아닙니다.
Then why do I
She got
feel
COVID?
it lately?
Mrs. Montero, you are HIV positive.
Oh, shit. She's like a Magic Johnson, dude. No way. Congrats on 90K. Thank you. Dang, HIV? That's tough.
Addie Hong. She could have easily become a popular celebrity in the Philippines. Back in Korea, she was a well-established theater actress, a vocal, dance, and beauty coach, a one-woman show. But instead, she chose to use her experience to guide and nurture the boys to reach their highest potential. Along with Tatang Robin, she was also one of the main reasons why SB19 is where they are now. She is popularly known as Miss Hongganda, and we will see her often in this video.
I bet.
Before SB19's debut, they tried to establish an online presence. So on May 16, 2018, they created their Facebook page.
Yep.
This could possibly be the unofficial date they were formed. They started posting song covers like these.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, cause I just need the time and place to come through, yeah. I hope he buys you flowers, I hope he holds your hand.
So young, bro.
And dance covers like these.
Lean with it, down with it.
Oh no!
Then you stop.
Oh no! No, that one was crazy. What's up, Kaminari? What's up, Precious? What's up, Jome? What's up, Paulo? That dude, that is a classic dance. That is crazy that they did that though. Thank you, Precious. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good day too.
They became more active in social media.
This reminds me of 11. There's a new P-pop group called 11 forming soon. It kind of reminds me of this a little bit. They've been posting. Check them out on Instagram.
Maintaining the regular performances in small events. They did this until it was almost time for their debut.
We have good news for you guys. Kasi after the very, very long wait, finally, yes, finally, we will be releasing our debut single entitled Tia Luha!
Let go, let go.
October 26, 2018. SB19 finally debuted with their ballad single called Tila Luha. But did you know that it wasn't the only song that they had at the time? They also had Love Goes, but they chose to debut with Tila Luha to capture the hearts of the Filipino people because the lyrics are in Tagalog. They then started promoting their debut song in every way they could think of. November 17, 2018 marked SB19's first ever live stream to promote their debut single.
Magsimulan natin ang first SB Talent Camp Facebook Live. Oh. Ganda mo yun. 3. Let's wait for 10 na lang. 10 viewers.
Despite the very few viewers, they went all out to entertain them.
여러분, 저는 너무 배고파요.
Height is really good.
Height is already good. Oh, wait.
Hey, okay.
Sa wakas, dumating na rin ang oras na aking pinakahihintay. Matagal-tagal na rin nagsalay. Sige lang, sige, hano pa bang wala pa nga ngabang nadarama. Bigay mo na, machine gun, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Man, it's freestyle. Why are they trying to riz? What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, among the SB19 is a chic member.
I was about to say, where's... Oh!
Yep, they did all that in front of just a little over
That's
10...
me right there.
Yep.
Yep. That, exactly. I feel that.
Did all that in front of just a little over 10 viewers. You can still watch the whole live stream to this day on their official Facebook page. They also perform in schools, malls, nursing homes, and even orphanages, but their debut only received a lukewarm reception. The stream count didn't move as fast as they have hoped for. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But their grind continued.
It's alright. It's just the beginning.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with...
After the disappointing debut, they started preparing for a comeback.
Today, nandito kami sa recording studio. Nagre-record kami ng kanta namin. Ito mismo yung parang kwento ng SB19. Yung lyrics mismo ng song namin is about...
So he was called Sejun!
Parang nagsimula yung lahat.
At the beginning, that's
Ito
great.
po talaga yung kantang gugulat sa lahat.
They collaborated with a critically acclaimed Korean producer, Oh Woon Lee, who's behind the success of TVXQ and Stray Kids. Pablo, with the help of the boys, wrote the song as they began to enter the go-up era.
Okay.
They started practicing
That's the
their go-up dance
most recent song I reacted to like a couple weeks ago.
routine, which was intricately choreographed by Stel and Ken. They were required to practice 30 times daily until they reached 1,000 reps. And boy, they did it. They were even challenged to perform the dance routine at double.
What is Pablo's shirt? What the fuck? Yo, that is the craziest shirt I've seen in a minute, maybe of all time.
Speed.
What the fuck? Yeah, they memorized it so well. They're doing 2x speed. Hey.
Yep, that was not even in fast forward. Now that they have reached the quota, it was time for them to shoot the music video. July 19, 2019. SB19 dropped their Go Up music video. Expectations were higher because...
I'll try to stream my freaking 100K.
This was the song that showcased their singing, dancing, and songwriting.
So this is their first one that popped though, right? Is Is this their third song?
Skills, but for some reason, it has also met a lukewarm reception.
Oh.
They then started promoting the song using the methods they know. They even reacted to their own music video. But none of their efforts made a significant impact. After that, you would think that it was the biggest setback. But not until August 17, 2019. This was when the Go Up press conference happened. This was supposed to be an effort for them to establish a presence in the media world. They were interviewed by professional journalists, but instead of receiving a warm welcome, most of what they got was straight up disrespect.
Yeah, I remember this.
Pero
This is crazy.
Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo na yan? Talagang style yan o ano? Hindi lang ginawang Stel
Yung style ko po ba or yung name ko? Kasi po, clear po yung name ko po, Stel. Kasi po galit po siya. Yung full name ko po is Stel Bester po. Ako, Stel Bester po. Opo, kasi po yung mama ko po, idol niya po si Sylvester Stallone. Kaya doon niya po pinasa yung name ko po. Tapos po, yung style ko naman.
Wait, I'm low-key covering him right now. Hold up. Wee!
Ngayon, actually po, hindi ko po alam eh. Kumbaga, kung ano lang po yung naisip ko, ito yung sukat ko, sige, ganito na ang buhok ko, parang ganito po, yun na lang po yung inaisip ko. Pero wala po.
So lahat kayo straight?
Opo. Pero,
may kulot po.
may kulot.
Yo!
Sakali mo kung kulot talaga ako, wala naman po masama doon.
Hindi ba siguro nilawin ko lang po yung Estel. Kasi po, madalas po siya kasi matagal na po kami magkaibigan. Close din po kasi siya madalas sa mga babae. So siguro po, baka po akalain yung medyo weird po yung kasi may up siya ngayon, no? Parang bakla talaga. Ay. Bali po, Estel Bester sa umaga, Estel sa gabi. Weird na po, ganun lang po siguro, parang medyo meron lang po siyang ibang parang manners na girly, pero hindi po, wala pong ganun sa isip.
Na-clear na kanina about sa bading issue. Kasi sabi niyo kanina may mga pa-holding yan sa kaya.
You're not bothered by the fact that you sound like a kid. Hindi kayo napapaalar nun sa look nyo na hindi kayo Pilipino, kundi Korean.
Hindi po kami nababother kasi po,
Kasi ako bothered ako.
Bro. But you guys are really
Despite
good.
all the judgment,
Bro, he's a
they
straight up hater.
handled the interview professionally. As the event concluded, the boys broke down to tears backstage and comforted each other. Perhaps they're just human beings, and the thick skin they develop all throughout those years can only take so much punishment, especially when it went straight to their hearts. They all broke down. This made them question themselves if they were still doing the right thing. It casted so much doubt that it made them all decide to call it quits. Everyone left, except Stel.
Stel is
He
not
received the
giving
most
up.
hate, but he was the one left standing. Perhaps he was a good example of someone who has entered the zone. Someone who managed to tap into the altered state of consciousness where time disappears and he becomes so focused that not even judgment could stop him from doing what he loves.
Bro's in the flow state.
But he knew for a fact that he can never do it alone. And there he was, alone. But only for a moment. Josh had a realization to not give up because people have not seen everything yet. This prompted the other members to return and witness their lives change in just one fateful day when their Go Up dance practice got uploaded on YouTube on September 2, 2019. It quickly went viral, which opened a lot of doors for SB19 to have TV guestings and live performances.
May group hug? Okay. Sige. Dyan lang kayo.
You got this, Jom. You got this.
Introduce yourself. Get in the zone. Break. Hi, we are SB19. My name is Spice Kita. I am the wittiest ABS-CBN.
As the world started to notice them, their YouTube channel grew exponentially.
That's what I'm trying to get! I'm
Their
almost
dance
there.
practice video reached 1 million views in just a week.
Oh, wow.
Then 2 million a month later.
Damn!
Wait a minute. Who's Arum?
None of these work for me.
November 2, 2019.
So for the final announcement of the fandom name, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! 18!
Hey, this guy's back. W Mans. This is a W Mans right here, bro.
18.
What's mean? 18, what's mean?
Una-una sa lahat, pag pinakita mo siya, 18 siya, di ba? 18. So kasi kami, SB19, 18, 19.
This dude. Yo, you're gonna break something.
So if there's
He literally is
18,
gonna
then also
break
there's no SB19.
Yes. Kasi kumbaga, syempre, 18 muna bago natin. 17, 18, 19. Pag walang 18, hindi makakarating sa 19.
Another meaning.
So if you're going to read this, 18, it could also be read as Ati. So, all the success, all the lahat ng natatamo natin
Johanna?
yun, atin to, ours. Everything is ours. Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa inyo rin. Atin. Everyone. Atin. Kumbaga, kumbaga, yung dreams natin, pangarap, problems, everything, we will share together. Atin yan. Lalaban tayo, kaya natin yan natin. Lastly, gusto talaga namin special mention yung Orum sa lahat-lahat. Kasi sa totoo lang, talagang sila yung unang sumuporta sa amin nung hindi pa nila, wala pang nakakilala sa amin sa grupo namin. Kaya thankful kami. Kaya nakahiwalay yan, ibig sabihin yan, Orum. Orum and SB19. Orum and SB19. Sana po masaya po kayo sa lahat.
That dude giving T-Hubs energy a little bit.
Ng grupo namin. And
This guy kind of giving T-Hubs, but who is this over here? Can we talk about it? Who is that? Can she be named Orum? Cause she got Orum.
Atin, sama-sama tayong aangat. We will go up.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when 18 was born.
Hear me out? What? Hear you out? What? Shout out 18.
So what does it mean to be in the zone? Was it really only Stell that entered it?
Nah.
If you think about it, even before the other members decided to quit, they were already done with the dance practice. That alone made the press conference irrelevant. It didn't even matter that it happened.
Yep.
It turned out that actually all of them have always been in the zone.
Let's go.
Being in the zone is what allowed them to defy all the odds.
That was their teacher? Woo! Can she teach me as well? Please.
It was the zone that allowed a 5-foot man in the NBA.
Not bad.
It was the zone that
He's
allowed
like 5'9", but alright.
A man living in the streets to rise up and become a billionaire. It was the zone that took an idea from someone's head
Is that me?
to the moon.
Oh.
It was the zone that won wars, and lack of it had lost. It is the zone that separates their ideas and dreams from a materialistic reality. Manny,
The GOAT.
Efren,
The GOAT.
Catriona,
Yeah! Sorry.
SB19. What do they have in common?
The zone. The zone. Now, of course, T Dark comes back right as we see that one girl. Katrina was her name, I think. Now you're awake, bro? Oh, hell no.
Do you know QuickBooks Online
Oh,
can
hell no.
streamline
The
your business
wave.
finances with your financial accounts and apps in one?
Let's do it.
Would you believe me if I said that SB19 would be successful if I met them 3 years ago? You'd probably think I'm cheating because I'm talking from the present, and your past self would never believe me because I might have only seen them as a trying hard boy group who had to wear the same clothes over and over and over and over again because they couldn't afford a nice variety. But what if despite all this, they already knew what's gonna happen?
Itong mga to, sigurado ako in the future, magiging successful kami.
They knew their destiny.
Magiging successful kami.
They knew their destiny. Pablo's
You got
username
to.
reads, I'm Seasmite. A random fan asked, why? He answered, it also means seismic. like Earth's vibrations. It's something big and important, so when I seize the mic, I create this impact, like an earthquake. And when an earthquake happens, you know what's next after that? Are you sure you don't know? Do you actually want me to spell it out to you?
Yeah, I'm really dumb. Bazinga happens?
Okay, let me show you.
Oh, bet. Tsunami warning! Typhoon warning.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Can I find?
Yeah, that's Pablo. If you're new here, you're probably wondering how he ended up there.
Did he just tear his ass?
This is culture.
Relatable hashtag.
Get in the zone.
Finally, they were starting to go up. They were very young. This was the time when they were still trying to figure out their musical identity. Enter the Get in the Zone album. Just check out the level of variety.
Oh! So they did wait to drop this, or maybe they already did drop it as a single.
Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso. At kahit pa ang mundo ay mag-iba, huwag mong ikunot ang iyong loob.
Well, I've never heard this one.
Kaibigan mo, the only one I never say goodbye.
It was definitely a mix of everything.
Okay, so it does look like they have their first couple songs as well in the album, so W.
The Bashers immediately saw this as a weakness. They were seen as a group who didn't know what they were doing. Despite all the hate, 18 didn't get affected as they started to get to know the boys on a deeper level. We got to know their fun side.
Si Ken naman po, nung na-meet ko to dati sa cover group, parang sabi ko, feeling ko mayabang to, parang ganun po, mayabang to, tas tumbling-tumbling ka pa dyan, ganun, tumbling-tumbling pa to.
Uy, judgmental step.
Parang lagi siyang may sariling mundo, hindi po siya belong sa amin.
Tinanong siya ng teacher namin, sa tingin mo sino pinakamagaling sumayaw? Ako! Sabi niya po.
Me, ako po.
Yo.
Sabi ko po talaga.
Ay, kung confident ka naman, bakit
Yes
hindi,
po.
di ba?
Ang galing ko po talaga.
Si Justin po, una ko nakita to. Pogi. Siguro mayabang to.
Si Justin naman po, nung una ko po siyang nakita, sabi ko, typical guy. Parang
Sorry, si Justin po, parang pure, parang inosente. Pero nung nalaman
But he's a demon on the inside! Yes, sir!
si Stal, sobrang friendly po. Siya po yung happy pill namin.
Di ko alam na siya pala yung main vocal po kasi akala ko magaling na talaga siya sumayaw. First impression ko po kay Josh, mabait po siya na may mayabang po na doon.
Ayun.
Tinatry niya lang maging maangas pero deep inside hindi talaga.
Si Sejun,
Yeah, that's funny.
akala ko po hindi siya yung leader.
Nung una, ang weird niya po, nagsasalita mag-isa, parang bigla na lang siya nagagano. Sa isang tabi po, nakatayo siya sa gilid. Tapos may training kami, tapos biglang gagano. Tapos biglang gagano siya. Gagano po siya sa gilid. Sabi ko,
Bro,
ano
it's
nagre-ritual
crazy.
ba ito sa gilid?
We also got to know their internal battles.
Thank you to all of our families, especially to our parents, and sa mama ko, sa kapatid ko.
Yeah, here's the softy side.
Thank you, kasi lagi niyo po sinusuporta. Kahit sobrang hindi ko supugan sa buhay, hindi ako sigurado kung ano yung pinapasok ko. Pero nandiyan lang yung para sa akin. Thank you. Gusto ko mag-thank you sa apat na to. Gusto ko masarap sa apat na to kasi hindi ko nakikita.
What the hell, T-Dark? My first impression of T-Hubs is gay ass? That's not even what does that even mean? Fuck you.
May nangyari na dati na hindi ka lang magkahimala ng grupo pero bumalik sila kasi hindi nila maguliwan. Yes! Parang naisip namin na mas maganda kami tuloy namin yung groups na
lagi naniniwala sa akin, pag hindi ko na kaya, sila nagtulong sa akin na ako kasusuko. Yan, si Sergio, si Justin, si Ken, si Josh, lahat. Ma-showbiz dito. I love you so much. Since na nakasalamatan na po yun na lahat, sorry po kasalamatan si Sir Robin for building this.
T-Dark, you are not better looking than Stell, bro. Just give it up, bro. Give it a rest. Yo!
Kung wala si Sir Robin, hindi kami mag-build. Walang showbiz, walang show na to, wala kayo dito.
Hey, thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you.
And just like that, SB19 got us into their zone. So back to the album. As unique as each of the songs was, all 7 of them managed to reach the #1 spot of Billboard's Lyric Fine Global chart. It's still insane thinking about it today.
Precious, the chat is not glitching. I think you're like 10 minutes behind. I'm pretty sure you're delayed, so you should probably skip ahead. I think that's why you're not seeing anyone's chats. You're my favorite actor. Thank you, Paulo. Appreciate it.
And they weren't.
Damn it!
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available for both PC and mobile with Google Play.
Done. They also appeared in Billboard's top Social 50, peaking at #3.
Oh, wow.
Or so they thought.
And aside from that, eto nagbabasa rin ako ng mga comments naman sa ating comment section. Kasi di ba yung last na pinost ninyo is #3 kayo sa Billboard Social 50. Pero ngayon, #2 na kayo, guys! Oh!
Hey,
At
let
Billboard
go.
Social 50,
Look at Pablo, he's fucking...
And #6 na kayo. #7, di ba, nung last niyo yung pinost. #6 na. Virgin Artist, congratulations! Oh, di ba?
They couldn't believe it. Stell ended up forgetting that he was in a live interview because he had to check it himself. Yep.
I'm sorry, last time I'm pausing. This kid's roasting me. You're chopped and you're gay, little boy. T-Dark, you are literally 700 pounds, bro. Literally, they're making a new TV show. Instead of My 600 Pound Life, they're making a new one called My 700 Pound Life, and you're the first star of it. So, pipe down, little child.
It's real. September 1st, 2020, a well-known artist canceled an Instagram live interview with MTV scheduled for the next day. So MTV host Kevin Kinney invited SB19 on a short notice to fill in. An opportunity knocked, they answered.
Would you like to collaborate?
Oh my god. Who wants to go first? For me, I like to collaborate with Mr. Bruno Mars.
2 weeks later, Kevin made a bold prediction.
We ask a lot of people for interviews. A lot of people that you want us to interview, we take it very seriously and we reach out. Some people, you'd be amazed, don't have the time of day, can't find the time, can't do it. Oh, that's tough. Okay, no harm, no foul. Then there's the people that are like, name the time, name the place we're there. SB19 did that at 9 p.m. They'd never done an Instagram Live before. They didn't know if they could be together. They made it a point to not only be together, but be together at 9 p.m. because they knew that was the only time that it worked for this US-based host. That type of work ethic is going to take them very far in the music industry. I'm also very good at predicting music, okay? Right? I'm like the MTV push of hosts. The same way that MTV knows how to pick winners, I know how to pick winners. I said on this very after show, SB19 are going to be big stars. I said it on my IG Live. I've said it to you in private.
This guy's, he's being a little cocky here, but I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Caitlin, I've said it to Banjo, he didn't say anything back. SB19 are going to be big stars.
This my long-lost brother? Oh, shit.
They have charismatic, they're hardworking. Today's date is September 18th, 2020, when I'm saying this, okay? I want somebody to post this on September 18th, 2021, and you can see how right I am.
Okay.
How much larger and more well-known SB19 will be a year from this date right here.
Okay.
And when 2021 started, he reminded people about what's to come.
4 years into my career, I've seen some people come and go, and I've seen some journeys, and you can spot things, right? You can notice trends, you can notice similarities. SB19 right now, and the lock that 18 has on the voting week in and week out. And
Miss
seeing
you
them
too,
rise up
T-Dark.
the Social 50 chart over at Billboard, it's very akin, it's very similar to what was going on with BTS 2017, 2018.
Yup.
Now I hope SB19 can reach those heights. I'm rooting for them. Those guys are awesome guys and hard-working guys. I've interviewed them after like incredibly 10-hour plus work days of rehearsal and choreography practice, and they still put a smile on their face, and they're incredibly hardworking. I think that's really aside from the music being good, it's the work ethic that's going to take them to the top. So my prediction is they're going to break out in a huge way this year. So take that for what it's worth, 18.
Oh my gosh. No! Alright, let's yap a little bit. Can they explode at the same levels as BTS? I mean, BTS don't really do as much right now. Honestly, I think SB19 is the biggest boy pop group. Like, I really can't think of, I don't know, is there any, chat, can y'all think of anyone? My butt is so clenched. Anar, that's your first chat of the dead-ass day. Can they get to the same heights as BTS? I'm not sure. I hope so. I'm always going to root for them to do that. Even if they don't, I think they're one of the biggest, they're going to be in like a historic group still.
Then what happened?
Damn, music video pop.
Kevin's prediction came true.
18 SB19. Congratulations.
This song was on the next level. It showcased Pablo's song.
BTS is serving their military service right now? Wait, dead ass? What?
Writing skills. Ken's dance moves and unique sound. Stell's heavenly voice and choreography. The most iconic rap verse in all of P-pop by Josh.
Hey, aura!
And Justin's brilliant mind, which created a spectacle no one has ever seen in the country. It became the fastest P-pop music video to reach 1 million views in just 16 hours.
Damn.
SB19 sent shockwaves that reminded people of what they are capable of.
Bro, Korea has even for BTS, you think BTS would not have to do mandatory military service? That's actually kind of insane.
Meron akong natanaw na ko ang ilang music video nga what na-encourage ko.
The world got inspired, so it responded with a giant wave of appreciation.
Gusto ko rin ipagmalaki yung SB19 talaga.
SB19.
Yung last video nila, yung what? Uy, maganda yun. Ang ganda ng video, di ba?
It's actually the first video I ever reacted to them was what? Or it was the first music video I ever reacted to them. And I think it was the first or second. It got blocked on YouTube, so I just didn't post it. And I just put it on Patreon. Yeah.
Galing, grabe. Grabe. I think doon mo rin naman makikita na hindi mo pwedeng pulaan ng isang tao na nag-prepare hanggang sa makakita siya ng opportunity para gamitin yung preparation na yun. Walang pinagkaiba yan kay Manny Pacquiao na nag-train sobrang galing, pagpasok niya ng ring, knockout yung kalaban. Walang difference yan. Lalo ko na-appreciate ang isang artist na alam kong pwedeng magyabang pero hindi nagyayabang.
This was also the time when I found them. Their music made a difference in my life. It gave people happiness. Their music inspired us to become a better version of ourselves despite our imperfections. SB19 taught us not to only raise our own flag, but to wave it proudly.
I see what he did there. W-Docs, man. W-Document.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, Pinuno, but you gotta hang in there till the next episode, okay?
Bullshit.
Alright, man. Anything else? we love talking about the haters. SB19 loves yapping to the haters. I'm getting a storm at my hometown. Bet, go play in the rain. Go jump in the pools.
Previously on SB19.
Oh no. Fuck, man.
Previously.
One more try. I'm gonna
previously
whatever.
On SB19 story.
SB19 are gonna be big stars. They have it.
Got requested artists for 21 weeks in a row. And
Whoa,
one
whoa,
spot
I went too far. I went too far.
was the same guy who indirectly called them cheaters. This tweet didn't drop any names, but this was posted around the time when SB19 got the #1 spot on MTV's most requested artists for 21 weeks in a row. And this was against much bigger artists.
I'm not SB19 fan, but this is interesting and well-written story. Yay. That's lovely. That's, hey, Casual Chuck, you heard that? You did very well. Well-crafted stories. It's hard-ass windy. Oh, my bad. The seasons are hot. Summer, typhoon, hot.
So it was
What, you
clear
got boiling
which
water?
fandom he was talking about. This was only one of the many obstacles they had to overcome, because after all these years, they turned out to be monsters.
Hey, yes. Yes. Villain arc begins. Fuck. We're in the Ring of Fire in the Philippines? The hell? The Ring
Game
of
of
Water.
Thrones King's Road is now available on both
No one
PC
wants to play
and
this
mobile
game.
with Google Play Games.
It might not look like it, but SB19 are people too. They have social media and they see everything. So it only makes sense that some of these hate has gotten into them.
They did like one of my videos one time.
Never enough. Pag
One of my
parang
clips.
feeling ko I'm fake.
Dumating na ako doon kasi minsan hindi lang naman yung mga tao sa paligid ko yung kalaban ko. Sarili ko pa din.
Bro, Precious, what are you talking
Siguro
about?
masabi ko hanggang ngayon, nandun pa din siya. Tapos hindi ko pa rin siya natatalo.
Ano, I wasn't good enough. Parang sinasabi lagi na, hindi ka pa enough. Hindi mo pa kaya. Ibigay ko na sa'yo. Ilang best nangyari sa akin. Parang, bakit sila kaya din natin ako hindi ko na kaya?
I mean, why can't people just embody this mantra?
If you have the chance to be kind, always choose to be kind for everyone.
And that brings us back to this moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Pablo. If
Let's
you're new here,
go.
you're probably wondering how he ended up there.
Hey, Joanna, you are very much welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Yapping creator. I'll take it. Whatever. Are they gay? Nah.
Wondering how he ended up there.
Yeah.
When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes.
Just kidding.
I was about to get choked.
I will tell the next chapter this time, okay? This was the time when Pablo decided not to be silent anymore. SB19 dropped the Pagsibol EP, and one of the songs takes a shot against those haters. The lyric video.
React to Hoodie by Dianella. Hold on. Why do I feel like I reacted to that? Is that a part of his series? Hoodie? Actually, I don't think I have. I think that's the only song I haven't. Yep. This is the only Dianella song I haven't reacted to. Yep. It is. Literally the only one I haven't reacted to. That's crazy. Alright, bet. I'll look into it.
Video itself screams a lot of shutting them down. The conceptualization is on a different level. Just take a look at this guy.
This character literally resembled all 5 members, and the person behind it and all other mind-blowing concepts is Justin. He didn't just come up with these creative concepts, he built them from scratch and oftentimes even used frame-by-frame animation. He's a guy who knew what he wants, like a monster hiding behind a beautiful face. And we all knew about the song that produced the most iconic rap line in P-pop. Josh gave it so much justice that it made us forget about his other talents in handling interviews.
So what do you think is the difference between Filipino boy groups and you guys?
But we couldn't say that we are really better than them because we respect them.
Finance, music, gaming, and the world of dance. The dude is a legend in the K-pop dance cover industry along with Stel in Sayon. Even before SB19, Josh was already a monster. This brings us to another song from the EP.
Oh shoot, those fits are crazy.
My favorite part was the imitation of the monster's laugh.
Yup.
This was done by none other than a monster vocalist himself, Stel. He's just one of the best singers I've ever heard in my life because of his versatility. I mean, only a monster gets called up by a friend to do a freestyle vocal run and ends up making an epic song intro.
You won't believe it. Hey.
That shit's got me again. I got
People
goosebumps.
also tend to forget his ability
That
to
shit's so good.
People also tend to forget his ability to sing in lower notes. And speaking of,
it's kind of weird seeing him do low notes. He always just getting highs. Hey, what's up, Mariah? Precious Noah. And actually, I don't think I have heard that Dynel song. Maybe I have.
forgotten talents, who would dare forget his ability to dance and teach it at the same time? The man single-handedly choreographed.
I can do that, but only if I'm in the bathroom taking a shower. Bro.
Almost
Facts,
all of
though.
SB19's amazing dance
Shower
routines.
singing, top tier.
If that isn't a monster to you, then I don't know what is. Enter the oldest song on the list. This is the song that saved us from virtually everything in the midst of the pandemic. It saved us from boredom, sorrow, anxiety, burnout, homesickness, depression, you name it. My favorite part of the song is the first verse done by Ken.
Oh my. I just realized the freaking chat is gonna be inside my face. Going back over here. Unless chat is not on screen.
It makes you feel like you want to cry, but you're happy. You know what I mean? He's just effortless in setting up the mood. But when it comes to his talents, he's in no mood to be joking. This guy has a voice that sounds like he came straight from the underworld. The dude can literally do everything from singing, rapping, dancing, writing, producing, entrepreneurship, drawing, shooting balls, playing, to flying? Sheesh, that's a monster right there. Now let's move on to the song that was written out of a laundry routine.
Remember yung time na when we are doing our laundry? Nagluluto tayo, tas sabi ni Pablo, anong gusto niya sabihin sa parents niyo? Tas ayun, doon nagsimula tayo.
You heard it right, it's Mapa.
Banger.
This song broke the hearts of many people all over the world, including mine. This easily became their best song ever because it's very relatable. It pays tribute to our loving parents and gives thanks to them for all the sacrifices they've made for us.
The impact was so immense that it was sung in many different languages.
Mama, it's been a while, I miss you. What you've been doing, can I call you? I hope you miss me too. हमेशा हमें ही आगे लगाते हैं इस बार पहले जा सकते हैं ना
Hindi's kind of beautiful, bro.
因为你是我的眼睛每次世界都在
Hey, T-Dark, if you did a backflip, you would really shatter the floor.
变化无呼吸的原野だから楽にしても泣かないでね安心して任せてよ
No te apures más, es hora de descansar, mamá. Mucho has hecho ya, confía. La tara, la tara, la tara, la tara.
The melody takes me back to this unforgettable moment.
Yup, we reacted to this like a month ago.
Everyone's family showed up except for Can. Then this happened.
Let's go. Damn, this shit low-key gonna get me emotional.
This moment
Chill,
was so
bro.
precious because
Chill.
Ken never expected his family to show up. This made Mappa even more special because it was performed by SB19 together with their families.
Wag mag-alala, pipit ka ng matatana. Pahinga muna, ako na. Wag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong matatana. Pahinga muna, ako na.
And behind this universal anthem is the mind of a genius himself. The monster in the center of it all,
bro.
Pablo.
The
If you have noticed,
genius.
his name is all over every SB19 song we know. Some people say he's got the Midas touch because every song he made was an instant hit. I mean, just listen to how clever the lyrics are in SLMT. He managed to thank us by using our fandom's language without making it sound cringe. And he's not even done. He has so many unreleased bangers that are just waiting to be unleashed. As a group, SB19 earned the infamous nickname Live Monsters. It's because they move and sound even better when live. This is one of the main reasons why they have a fast-growing and dedicated fan base. They garnered a lot of support that they managed to reach the global music scene.
This category is
Be safe,
fan
Joe.
voted because music is all about the fans. Now let's get into it. This year's 2021 finalists are the girls from Blackpink, the boys from BTS,
BTS, Blackpink, of course.
We have Queen Ariana Grande, yeah. We have the Filipino boys, Just Like Me, representing SB19. Let's do this. And the ever-growing powerful 17. Congrats to all of the amazing finalists. You can vote for your favorite beginning May 10th. Now, let's go back to the studio.
I'm trying a new marketing tactic.
Bro!
What do you think?
That's one way to tell people about Boost Mobile's new 5G
All
network.
Ayakins banned. Softy
couldn't
Josh.
believe it.
Let's go.
He couldn't hold his tears because finally, he took a step on their quest for world domination.
I want to dedicate this stream to our friends SB19. So again, congratulations to them for being finalists in the Billboard Music Awards Top Social Artist. Sobrang nakaka-proud.
But despite
Is that the cut? Is that the e-girl? Is this the e-girl in Dunka?
Awards Top
I love you!
to them.
Please! Marry me! Oh my god! Oh Lord, she got a freaking, what is this, a destiny gun? What the fuck? That's probably her husband's setup though. Fuck! No, Bini is not yours now. No, fuck no.
For being a finalist in the Billboard Music Awards Top Social Artist, sobrang nakaka-proud.
I wish I was alive when
But
she was
despite
streaming,
all the
bro.
accolades, we can't deny that some people, even P-pop fans, still doubt them.
What the fuck is this?
So let me show you something to shut them up. This is the chart of the most viewed P-pop boy group MVs in the first 24 hours.
Oh, yep.
I intentionally didn't put SB19 there because if I did, this happens. Their songs easily occupy the upper half percentile by a large margin. This begs the question, are they just too far ahead of the game? Or are they just...
Ano bang ibig sabihin ng SB? Kala ko samahan ng mga bakla eh.
Oh wow.
Sound like a cake.
K-pop ang dating eh.
K-pop pangit.
Palagay ka ng tattoo sa mukha. Yung kahit henna lang, tapos nakabahag ka.
Ginabook nyo rin ang launching ng SB19. Sana lang sa dulo.
Maganda kasi yung revenge kasi talaga yung success na ipapakita mo sa mga hindi naniniwala sa inyo.
Tama yan.
What the hell was that laugh? Hey bro. The hell? Oh. Was it copyrighted? Let's find out. There ain't no copyright here, baby! It might have got revenue sharing though. Oh shit, that's the end. Episode 5!
Sometimes
I believe this is the last one I've seen. I still don't think I've seen the
You take one
episode
antidepressant.
6. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe
If I told you that Gento era started way before 2023, would you believe me?
No, not
This
at all.
video was taken more than a year ago on SB19's legendary comeback in the Wish Bus.
They hate us because
You'll
they hate
realize
us.
it when you see it. In a world where choices and chances collide, a concept emerges.
This man is reaching right now.
It's captivating and mysterious.
Bro forgot Erica.
Wait.
Why would you remind me, bro? Bro, we've moved on from that stream. Oh my god.
This is a journey that transcends the boundaries of ordinary existence, challenging our perceptions and igniting our...
This is the first thing I ever seen of them. Was the trailer of Pagtatatag. It was the first music reaction I ever had. And then I reacted to Floji. And then I reacted to What, which, like I said earlier, got copyright blocked, and I never posted it because I didn't know how to blur things at that time.
our curiosity. Prepare to question, marvel, and discover the forces that shape their lives. Were they just mere pawns in the grand scheme of things? Or did they, against all odds, became masters of their own destinies?
This is when I started getting fucking unlimited aura, I'm not gonna lie.
Back in SB19's training days, they loved listening to OPM songs during their breaks and stretching sessions. Most of them are songs from Ben and Ben. They really looked up to them because of their music. They were simply just humble fans of an already established Filipino band. And in 2019, when they were still trying to make a name for themselves, something quite unexpected happened.
Hello everyone, we're here with
W Band and Ben.
If you haven't noticed, they really tried their best to appear calm and professional as they met their idols. But after they parted ways and entered their vehicle, SB19 pretty much lost it and became fanboys themselves, which was quite a wholesome sight.
We met Ben and Ben, bro. Successful performance.
Bro, Joe, you're gonna be alright, bro. Just stay safe, bro. Don't be by windows.
Pagpasok kami ng sasakyan, tapos biglang lumabas sa sasakyan nila yung Ben and Ben. Tapos, lumalapit sila, sabi na, papicture tayo. What a coincidence! Mami, sobrang saya ako. Tumatalon talaga
talaga ako sa saya. So, pagka nag-collab tayo, Ben and Ben SB19, so Ben19. SB19.
And 2 years later,
Mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, tanga. Pahinga muna, ako na.
That's fire.
man, who would have thought that wishful thinking would actually turn into reality? Crazy stuff for sure.
They're doing 19 songs in their concert? Their concert's in a few days, right? Oh shit, it is. Bro, they're doing 19? Is that a lot? Actually, no. I don't know. I don't really go to concerts. Is that normal? The balls? What?
Sure, but not as crazy as this one. In 2021, SB19 were asked about their plans after the Pagsibol EP, and this was their answer.
Gusto po namin magkaroon ng, parang katulad po sa ibang bansa na magkaroon talaga ng music show na talagang solely yung mga grupo na nagsasama-sama, pinopromote yung mga ganyan bagay. Kasi dun makikita, dun mapapanood din ng mga ibang audiences from all over the world yung talent ng Philippines. So, hopefully next year, makakasatuparan. Basta
So, parang in short, Philippine pop convention.
This interview wasn't released to the public until the next year because I think the media didn't believe them. Maybe they thought it was impossible to unite all artists in the P-pop scene because it is known to be very competitive. Even fandoms go to war from time to time, and the sheer scale of logistics alone to get everyone on board could make most organizers quit their job. But hey, despite the uncertainty, they managed to pull it off. How did they do it?
Ah! Why are you talking about? Why are y'all talking about? Whatever. So it's gonna have 18, 19 songs. Each EP has 6 songs. That's perfect. That's actually crazy. I wonder if they're gonna go start to finish. That'd be dope.
Well, maybe SB19 were just so determined to prove that P-pop is not a competition. It's a community. That historic event happened in Araneta Coliseum, a stage that, back in the day, SB19 could only dream of. At the time, they could only joke about it.
Let's go! He's
But
in!
they had no idea that it would actually become their home stage.
What's up,
He wasn't lying. Bro freestyled and wasn't even lying. And he wasn't capping in the rapping. You know what I'm saying? P-pop is not a competition. It's a community. Dude, that's fire. That is fire. Is that true, though? Maybe not, because people be mad toxic. But, hopefully, we can get that. They're not performing Liham or Elah. They don't want the crowd to fucking tear up and start bawling, I guess. What the hell? Dude, this concert's gonna be crazy. I wish I was going, bro.
At this point, you probably recognize a pattern already. When SB19 makes a prediction, they likely come true. Which is pretty crazy, to be honest. But what's beyond crazy is when it reaches the level of insanity. You see, when they were asked to wear a blindfold on the Halloween of 2019, Pablo said this.
Parang napanood ko na to sa TV. Feeling ko alam po saan tayo pupunta sa Pinoy Big Brother. Oo nga, no? Ganito yun eh. Ganito ba yun? Lilipat na tayo sa bahay ni Kuya. Uy! Kaya SB sa bahay ni Kuya.
And 2 years later,
Wow! Hello po, Kuya. Hello po.
Maligayang pagdating sa aking bahay, SB19.
so they were actually blindfolded for more than 2 years? Anyway, when
Tough.
SB19 entered the Pinoy Big Brother house, they easily became one of the most entertaining guests the show has ever had and gave birth to some very interesting interactions.
Titiran ka. Earthquake or fire? Kung paano rin ang point. Hoy! Labas! 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 Bunker! Hoy!
Wait!
Hey!
Yeah, we gonna go up.
Bruh. The things I would do to be on Pinoy Big Brother when Bini came in. Oh my. Fuck.
Itong aking pinapangako, hindi susuko. Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso, kahit pa imposible. Yeah, we gonna go up.
Kinikilig ako. Hindi ko po kanina kuya matago talaga yung kilig ko kuya kasi gaba ang pupugi pa naman.
Kahit ilang beses pa matuba. Yeah, we gonna go up.
Ipinakikilala ko sa inyo ang SB19.
Dito nakapunta na po kayo sa Egypt. Actually, no. Not yet.
Ako nakapunta na akong Egypt. Electronic jeepney.
Dito nakapunta na po kayo sa Egypt. Actually, no. Not yet.
Ako nakapunta na akong Egypt. Electronic jeepney.
I think I remember seeing these clips.
Ha? Helicopter may iwan ka dito. Bagay ka sa bahay ni Kuya. Ba't mga bang furniture?
Ken, anong pakiramdam na hindi naman talaga bakasyon, pero semi-break?
Parang natanggalan ng buhay.
Grabe naman! And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, wala ka man ngayon sa aking piling. Nasasaktan man ang puso at damdamin. Mulit-muli sa'yo na aaminin, ika'y mahal pa rin. At kung sakali na muling magkita at
Dude is out. He's so knocked out.
pag-asa, ngunit muli sa'yo na aminin. Puso ang magpasya. Ako'y isang imong Adarna. Napagaling ko ang hari dahil dito.
Yep, typical SB19 antics right there. Now if you think that prediction was insane, then I have something more insane coming up.
Holy shit, this is insane. Max. Yeah, quiet, I'm sorry.
When Josh celebrated his birthday back in 2020, SB19 members surprised him with a mysterious guest. And this mysterious guest apparently can read minds. He told Josh to ask him anything about his future, and this was his question.
Ano gusto mo malaman about your future? Sa isip lang.
Will I be a professional?
Esports player? Okay, fire. But how does someone that can read minds predict futures as well? What? We need to bring back the Bini trying not to simp. That'll be back after the World Tour.
Esports player.
They said that since I worked full time, I wouldn't be able to go to school. But with WGU, I was able to do.
Here's the answer. I hope you have the time to be an esports player in the future when SB19 goes international. Now, let me just emphasize yung sagot ko. I hope you have the time to be an esports player.
Call of Duty 2, bro. Josh, please. Let's get on the game. Black Ops 6, good ass game. I've been watching the COD Pro League. I can get you in the esports Pro League, bro. Like, come on, bro.
A professional esports player for that matter, you're gonna be a semi-professional esports player.
Semi-pro.
Right?
That's fine.
But
Oh, he's
I hope
Warzone.
you find the time when SB19 goes international.
Oh, di ka lang sa Mego.
So not only did Josh become a pro esports player, but SB19 also went international by entering the Billboard charts and having success with their first ever world tour while proudly representing their country.
Where'd they go? Because they still have never been to Chicago.
And having success with their first ever world tour while
They went to... Oh, wow. Okay. So they did Philippines, and they went Dubai, New York, Los Angeles, and Singapore. And more. No Chicago, by the way. Did they do... I don't think so.
Proudly representing their country.
I know you make the Philippines proud, but you make all of us proud.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
If we turn back time and ask random people, most of them might not even believe it would happen.
I don't believe in superstitions.
And this created one of the most memorable moments,
not Goku.
especially for their international fans. When SB19 were just about to wrap up the concert in San Francisco, this suddenly happened.
SNFT 18 in Filipino English. SNFT, maraming salamat. Alam nyo, kinakabahan ako sa mga ganito. Wow! Wow! Okay, let's watch it to the side. Uy! Oh! Wow! Bilis mag-edit, ha? Bilis, ha? Yeah! Our first US, di ba? US television. Our US debut! US debut. Wish USA! Let's go!
Wish USA!
Thank you so much, AT.
Oh.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much, SB19, and see you soon.
Gang, 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 gang!
Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
Gang, 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 gang!
I want to congratulate SB19 for finishing your first US tour.
Gang, 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 gang!
Thank you, SB19, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, Halima. Congratulations for your first US tour. And keep in mind that we love you.
Yes, AOX.
Thank you so much, SB19. See you next time. See you in Canada.
We hope you enjoy your stay here in the US during your Wyatt trip and have plenty of memories with your friends.
Gang, 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 gang!
Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
Gang, gang!
Bye, SB19. Congratulations on your tour. See you next year.
Gang, 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 gang!
Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
Gang, 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 gang! Gang, 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 gang! You gonna do a reaction for that next week? I think I'm gonna do her biggest song first. Yeah, that one, AOX. Should I react to the piano version too? Or just live? I see what he means by his videos get copyright, because there's a way to look at if things actually get copyright. You can look at the description, and if it shows a song, that means it's copyright. But if it's revenue sharing, which means like half copyright, it doesn't show that. So this probably got revenue sharing. Yo.
song actually too. You guys are beautiful people. I just want to say,
It matters late at night. Hi, Alex.
Bro! Oh my god. Alright, chat. Who wants to donate so I can get YouTube Premium? You know what I'm saying? React to all of... Oh. 4 of Spades? Alright, maybe we could do that for a stream, maybe.
really thank you enough. We are so blessed to have you guys, you know, and to have this platform where we could enjoy and do what we love, and at the same time inspire and motivate people. Talagang we have the responsibility, and we will do our best to inspire people and motivate people, and together we will attain our goals together. So I'm just really blessed and happy that we have you guys. We're so thankful from the beginning up until now. You have been, you know, unconditionally supporting us, and we know that this is just the start. I love you too. I love you. I love you also. Words can't express what I feel right now, but I'm really overwhelmed, and my heart is so full.
Bro said wrong font? What the fuck? That's a whole different language. I have a free 1 month trial of YouTube Premium? Bro, what?
Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Change our lives. Alam niyo, before, it was just our dream actually to come here. So do not tour in the Philippines, but you guys are always there. Couldn't thank you enough. We couldn't thank you enough. You guys made us stronger. Thank you.
Yo, not gonna lie, that was a tiny bit emotional. Because, you know, SB19 started from nothing. They were once very young, but they dared themselves to dream. You may call it fate, prediction, or manifestation. But besides that, they also put in the work by practicing more than everybody, improving more than everybody,
That's
and
the most
sacrificing
important
more
part.
than everybody.
Is the work.
So this time, I'll let you decide the conclusion of this video. Is SB19 really predetermined? Or do they possess the power to shape their own destiny?
All the makeup. You guys, I'm not a big fan.
Something about it felt a little inauthentic to me.
Oh.
I just felt like they were trying really, really hard.
Yo, you heard those boys saying the first thing you're gonna go is hit those jackets?
So anong feeling pag binabalikan yung mga times na yon na ang daming people na nagda-doubt?
Huyo kayo ngayon.
Damn. Oh, he dropped it. That's funny.
This is just an ordinary
He said, "Who you?"
photo of Ken taken back in 2022. But when this music starts playing, it becomes something out of the ordinary.
Golden hour. This went crazy. This might be my biggest SB19 reaction, unless Damn is. Damn might be bigger actually now, but the Golden Hour I think might be my second most viewed SB19 reaction. By the way, Hubs, do you know Eurovision songs? I don't know.
Pumarunong gumanta pero para sa kanya harana. Teka lang, bakit ba parang nasa tono tong aking gitara? Gusto ko lang naman sabihin na malamahali kang yung ganda. Malaya, di magwawakas, tila parirala. Oh, Diyos ko, ano pa nga bang masasabi ko? Sana di mawalay sa'kin ang aking sinta.
What the fuck? Why are you rubbing him?
I don't need no life, just need you.
Bro, that's so fire. Is this a more? That was from a.
from our.
Isn't that a scene from Immortals? Dude, no way we're getting added again. Okay, it's over.
Years, kings have looked into the heavens for guidance. Their ambitions and fates intertwined with the rhythm of the cosmos. As they uncover its different forms, the universe whispers secrets known only to those who dare to dream. And when they do dream, stars begin to align for them. Destiny bows to their command and their kingdoms start to thrive. Prepare to get used to seeing more moments like this in this video. Because
you are now in the presence of a king.
What? They're kings, bro. Save up for YouTube Premium? Bro. When was this made, by the way? 2023.
Back in 2019, 3 days before SB19's Go Up went viral, a group of students were just looking for a random person to interview for the school project when they found this good-looking bystander. They thought he was a foreigner at first, but then...
Are you from here?
Hoy, bakit ko yun? Akala namin
Hindi sabi niya eh. Pero pwede po ba kami magtanong ng tatlong tanong para makapasa namin ang kaalaman ng bawat Pilipino?
Kuya, ano lang to? School project, kahit magkamali ka, okay lang. Malito naman kami.
Ayan, thank you.
Yan.
Unang-una po, sino po ang pambansang bayani po natin?
Yeah, I didn't even do that.
Thank you po.
Basta ba't yun yung tanong mo?
Okay. Pangalawa po, ano po ang pambansang hayop po natin?
Is it one of them? Tarsiers? Oh.
Carabao, tama sir.
What's a carabao? Oh. Big ass like water buffalo thingies. Shit bad. Oh damn, bro's muddy. Oh shit.
Pangatlo po, pinakamahirap. Hindi talaga. Ano po ang pambansang ibon na natin? Oh, Philippine Eagle.
These are easy, bro.
Guys.
Pangalan po, kuya.
Pangalan na lang po, kuya. Number at email po. Justin. Thank you po, Justin.
Okay. So what the fuck is this about?
Pasimple ka. Okay. Nagiging bakla ka na.
This video didn't only prove the power of Justin's visuals, but also showcased his humility. But the most interesting thing is that this video alone has got to be the most subtle foreshadowing of what's to come. From being admired by just a small group of students, to being admired by the whole country 3 days later, then the whole world a few years after. Just imagine the reaction of this guy when he finds out Justin's real identity.
Oh.
Another foreshadowing happened back in 2022 when they got invited to perform at the Binibining Pilipinas beauty pageant.
Where did you get those lovely eyes?
Pablo's ponytail was amazing here, by the way.
I like this show!
So backstage, SB19 were just doing typical SB19 antics.
Our next contestant, Ginoong Pilipinas, number 16, Sylvester Ajero.
Well, I believe in the 25 years of my existence here in the Philippines, I would say I'm standing here in front of you as strong as the man standing here in the center of me. And together we are high five.
They had no idea that next year, this would actually come true.
And our judge will be
the most charismatic member of multi-awarded and Billboard nominee P-pop phenom, SB19, Mr. Josh Cullen.
Is he like a judge or something?
It's just so amazing how stars seem to align for them. What's even more amazing is what happened back in 2021 in a Zoom interview. Because what initially was just another playful joke turned into reality 2 years later.
Sample.
Kahit wala ka na, bukas ay maghihintay sa gitna ng pag-iisa.
Okay.
Ayun lang po.
Hindi ko alam yan.
Oo nga. Oo nga. Oh, nag-turn ng chair si Stel. Yon, Coach Stel. Si Coach
He
Stel.
was on TNT. Him and Pablo.
Love it.
Hi mga kapuso, this is Coach Stel of the Boys.
Oh, he was on this too.
Boy group in the land.
Hello po sa inyo lahat, kami po ang SB19.
At full support kami kay Coach Stel.
That's dope.
So from Stel singing in an empty room to performing in The Voice as one of the coaches. I mean, how do these things keep on happening to them? As they continue their quest, they released their Pagtatag trailer on April 2023.
It's the one I saw,
Everyone
my
was
first
blown
reaction.
away because the whole thing felt like a movie. The crazy thing about it is that most of the effects they used were practical, including this big explosion.
3, 2, 1. Walk.
Damn. Bro, what's up, Ali? We were picking out my outfit for the concert. That's why I was texting you, but we figured it out.
It's literally explosion.
Sheesh, that was dangerous for sure. A month later, they dropped Gento.
Gento, dito basta bindo.
This song took over social media and became SB19's biggest song alongside Mappa because of its clever and meaningful lyrics and easy-to-dance choreography. A couple of weeks later, SB19 announced their departure from Show BT and dropped the full Pagtatag EP, which includes the catchy Gento.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you later.
Hey yo! Hey yo!
The sensual I Want You.
I wanna follow my knees, beg for your body on me.
The battle cry, Crimzone.
Now we run, we go hard like we lose none. We're crimson on the sun, slicing, dicing, and it's
The heart-wrenching Ilaw. The heartwarming Liham.
liham sa pag-ibig ko.
And the uplifting Freedom. The whole EP was so
Alright,
good
Ali.
that it immediately entered the music charts. Because of this, SB19 got invited to local game shows like Family Feud.
Stel, anong huli mong ginawa bago ka umalis ng bahay kanina? Nagbanyo. Anong ginawa mo sa banyo? Nagwiwi. Umihi. Survey. Wala. Tapos isang 100 kayo, mali kayo.
What the How does it even make sense? What are you gonna... Is Lulu the number one answer? How is peeing not the number one answer in the bathroom?
Oh, tama. Hindi kayo umiihi. You guys are wrong. Kaya may sakit kayo sa bato. Tama.
And I can see your voice.
Wait a minute.
I just remembered something. They were also invited here back in the Go Up era. Some fans were saying that one of the show's host, Jobert, was mocking Josh's hair.
Yung pinaka-hit nila yung love song na kanta nila. Ano? Why is our hair black? Yours is white. Katayin mo, kuya! Nag-umpisa tayo.
What do you guys think? Well, you decide. So going back, SB19 also performed in different new time shows, except it's showtime because of this incident.
Gento.
Anong sayo yan?
Gento.
Gento.
SB19.
SB19.
Let's go. Bawal na raw. Bawal? Naningil na sila. Naningil na. Oo, bawal na daw. Hindi, mamaya sa labas.
Hindi ba good promo yun for the music industry? Ganun lang pala.
Pero,
Sayang.
mamaya po. Sa labas.
This triggered fans, bashers, and musicians, making this issue explode. One side says it's the artist's right to collect royalty, while the other calls them greedy.
Yeah.
Despite the issue, SB19 kept going. They were so unstoppable that even technical issues couldn't even hold them back.
mo? Dito basta-basta magkakakita ng Gento! 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 Di ka basta-basta makakakita ng Gento! Kung nakilala mo
Yo, W. Another proof that they are not lip syncing.
Malisto, lagi na listo. Kahit pa sinabisto, tiglapag na beast mode, na beast ko! No, real sugar duties all day. All day! See the comments how they kill it cold back. Cold back! Yes, I grew up with the harder world play. When I'm home court.
It's crazy.
And
That's
then,
actually crazy.
it was time for them to take over as they kicked off their Pagtatag tour locally and internationally.
Let's see, come on, Chicago this time, surely! Surely they're here, bro. That looks fire. They look really
The entire
entertaining.
tour was a big success, so when SB19 came back home,
No, they didn't go to Shy. They didn't go to Shy. They didn't go to Chirac again.
they wanted to give back to their fans by organizing an event that was more intimate and full of interactions.
Earn up to 5% cash back rewards on gas. So you can enjoy whatever's next.
Towards the end of the event, they revealed their Freedom music video. And while watching it, every member seemed to be having a flashback and started becoming emotional.
Sobrang punong-puno po ng kasiyahan yung heart ko ngayon. Kasi hindi namin akalain na abot kami ng 5 years. Tapos, itong 5th year, parang parang pag nagtatrabaho ka kasi, parang lagi mong iniisip yung dream mo, ginagawa mo yung best mo, masyado kang focus sa work, nakakalimutan mo i-appreciate yung mga maliliit na bagay, and syempre yung mga bagay na sinishare nyo sa bawat isa.
Ken, happy birthday. Para nimo ning mga tuiga nga hingabot.
Wow.
Hinaot ko nga ang Ginoo hatag pa nimo og dugang mga katuigan sa imong kinabuhi. Pero nasayod ko nga ang Ginoo nagproteksyon labaw sa tanan nimo sa imong mga kauban, sa imong mga fans, sa imong mga staff sa tibuok grupo nimo sa SB19. Ang imong birthday celebration kulang kumanti wala mi sa imong giliran nga nag-celebrate gawas pa ni ana na nagko mo nga dili sa among mga kamot nga kami ang nag-alaga sa inyo ha. Kanto pagkato nagko mo sa inyong apuhan. Pero bisan pa ni ana nasayod ka o nasayod ang Ginoo nganong naami din sa laing nasod ng inabuhi sa Malaysia tungod sa atong pagkapobre, tungod sa atong pagkawala-wala.
Ba't ka nag-breakdown?
Hindi po, kasi po, yun nga po, parang ang tagal na rin na walang nangyayari sa amin. Dapat ang pag-usap namin ng parents ko talaga is mag-stop na ako sa training. Mag-work na po ako after graduation.
Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa rin nakikita yung tatay mo?
Opo, never po. Recently po parang may nagpakilala po sa akin na kapatid po ng father ko. Kasi daw po, wala na daw sa katino ang isip. So, nag-move on na lang po.
Ay.
Kasi hindi alam ng mga tao yung hirap na pinagdaanan namin. Kaya pag nakakarinig kami ng talagang matatak talaga sa isipan namin, lalo na siguro kay Steve.
Kasi pumunta ako doon, kumbaga, para ipakita ko ng skill ko. Pero, kahit anong try mo, yun talaga pa rin yung napapansin ng mga tao.
SB19 have gone through some tough times for sure. But the toughest thing was yet to happen.
Before mabuo yung pagtatagin yung once, sobrang dami namin pinagdaanan, challenges, problem. And yung SB19 mismo na name, alam niya sa pagtatagin.
Fans have recently observed alterations on their social media accounts and promotional materials, notably the absence of the name SB19.
Most of their Asian tour concerts got cancelled last minute, which angered some fans. It was also revealed that SB19 were allegedly mistreated during their stay in their previous company. Despite all the speculations, they stayed silent for a month until 1Z Entertainment announced that they have finally reached an agreement with Showbiz.
They did go to Chicago? Oh, okay. They did go to Chicago. I feel like, okay, bet. Well, they're not going this time, which sucks, but okay.
That would allow them to use the SB19 brand again.
Before.
Multiple articles were saying that SB19 regained ownership of the brand, but those were fake news. Showbiz still owns the name and just allowed the group to use it in exchange for a cut from their income, which is a significant blow to SB19's finances. This was made even more apparent in SB19's recent TikTok live when Justin said this.
Live namin nung nag-1Z kami. Gaganda nung live namin. Tapos ngayon live tayo, di ba? Alam niyo na. Bakit hindi ko alam?
Justin was pretty much pointing out the difference between their live streams before and after the legal issues, because there was a clear decline in quality, which might have been the result of less financial capability. Despite all of it, they still signed the agreement. For them, it wasn't all about the money anymore. It was all about the love for their craft and especially for their fans.
Absolutely.
So one day after the end of the worst setback,
next is the pioneer of people.
I mean, if the day after that you're going on this, I don't think you can complain. You can't complain too much.
SB19
comes their best global comeback.
I woke up and baked their potato. Got carb shaped me for major. But I say we not mediocre. Tell me what you see. I'm doing cheating, but the reflection is really me. I'm moving. That's my reality. Cause you see, model be ill. Derek.
Silverado Trail Boss.
I can't even believe this sometimes.
SB19 opened the show in the best way the fans could ever imagine. The biggest artists who attended the event couldn't even hide their amazement. Not only that, because they also received not just one, but two major awards, putting their name SB19 and the Philippines on the map, proving that they are indeed worthy of the nickname the P-Pop Kings.
Noon po, pangarap lang po namin ang makapag-release ng kanta, pero ngayon nasa harap niyo na po kami at tumatanggap ng award. Sa aming pinakamamahal na 18, maraming salamat sa walang sawang suporta, sa pagmamahal, sa pagtsatsaga at sa pag-aantay sa amin. Inuulit po namin itong award na to hindi lang para sa amin, para sa ating lahat to. And of course, we are very happy and we're very honored to represent and to showcase the Filipino music all around the world. Muli kami po ang SB19. Maraming salamat po.
So what have we learned from their story so far? For me, if someone wants to become a king, they have to live like one from the beginning. Living like a king isn't about enjoying a comfortable life full of luxury.
Yeah.
It's all about daring yourself to dream. They were not born winners, but they built.
I like that a lot.
It's all about daring yourself to dream. They were not born winners, but they built themselves to win. From being fans of their idols to becoming one themselves. We don't even realize that SB19 have always been living like kings all along. And they have been sitting on their throne, which is the destiny of their own. And their legacy is their kingdom, or what we call today as fandom. Let us make way, because
you are now in the presence of a king.
They're the kings of P-pop, and Bini are the queens of P-pop. Alright. This was a great refresher. I'm actually very glad I watched these. Because episode 7 comes out, like I said, in 2 days. I'll pop up a reaction. Probably the day after it comes out. Yeah, that was awesome. Ending stream? Yeah, we're going to be ending stream so I can go record some vids probably. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing next. But yeah. And thank y'all for joining me in the stream. It was fun. 2 streams today. One of them was... They were both fun, but the last one ended sad. But this one, good, inspiring note. That's how we end on this one. I hope you all dare yourselves to dream as well. I think that's a really good line. Low key, never heard that, and I like it. And yeah. Joan, be careful in your thunderstorm, buddy, and keep supporting SB. And yeah, let go. All right, chat. GG.